Coach, lineup today?
Yeah, Pajot will be out. Balsers will be out. Bodker will be in.
Goalie of choice?
Hogberg.
What's the word on Pajot exactly?
It's a he kind of tweaked his neck, and it hasn't really gotten better. So he's tried everything to loosen it up, and it's just unable to go.
Just when you don't have him, I mean, he's been so good this season. He's probably been one of your more consistent forwards. That leaves you a big hole, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure it does. But it's kind of been that way here for the last little bit. We've had maybe some untimely or unlucky injuries. But in saying that, it's an opportunity, for White to play more minutes. It's an opportunity Schlappick's going to play some center. It's an opportunity for some of these guys to play more. Pager plays over 20 minutes a game. It gets an opportunity for some guys to kill penalties. Artie to get some more minutes. So, whoever's going in your spots just got to be ready to do the job.
What do you think has happened for Pajot this season that he's been so consistent for you?
Well, I think it's clear what his job is, and he gets offense off of other teams' turnovers. And at home, he's done a real nice job of staying above people. And I think we've talked about coming into the year a little bit, Patrice Bergeron, how he plays, stays above people, steals pucks. And I think Pager's done a real nice job of that. And then, his face-off's been good. He's been good on the penalty kill and the power play. So, and he's skating real well. He's playing probably his most confident he is. I mean, he's our number one center at this point. In the past he was more the three guy, so he's had more opportunity maybe. In saying that, he just comes to work every day.
In your depth chart, you're sort of building your team for the future. And I guess with the GM, with the signing, the contracting, do you have like any spots filled on the two top lines right now? Do you have players that you identified? This is going to be a player on the left wing. This is our second centerman. Do you have any idea or spots that are already filled on your depth chart?
No. Brady Tkachuk is definitely a top 6 player in this league, and someone that'll be a top 6 for us going forward. I think ideally what happens is in time these kids fill these holes, and the guys that are there now kind of go into the role that they belong. I think Connor Brown could play anywhere from a top line to a fourth line role. He's definitely a top 9 in my opinion, but he can play certainly up there. But I think in time, as the skill gets better and better and better, those players will more go down maybe in the spots that they should be. And some of these young kids, given the time and opportunity, will fill those roles. But to say one guy for sure, I think you got Shabby as a 1D and you got Chucky as a top 6 forward.
Wouldn't Duclair fit into that top 6 too? Or?
Yeah, I'd say he would, but I think he can also play down. I think he can play on a third line role to play against 5th and 6th D. He can score like a top 6, but he's a guy that's going to have to prove it in time. As this team continues to get better, he's going to have to prove that he is a top 6. He's certainly a top 6 on our team. He's going to have to prove it year to year.
Yeah, and then you talked about Colin White. His contract is already signed until 2025. Now, with the money he's making, you expect them to play on those top 6, or? Yeah,
for sure. I think that's for sure. You would like him to be a 1-2 centerman in time, and but it takes time to develop that. You look at the teams around the league. The best teams in the league, their centermen are guys that have been around a long time. And it takes them a long time. I was watching Detroit and Pittsburgh last night. Larkin feels like he's been in the league a long time. He's 23 years old. And, he's going against Crosby and Malkin last night. And that's just the way this league is. So it's going to take him some time. We believe that he can do it, but it's going to take some time to get there.
What similarities do you see between the Detroit brothers? And how much of their dad do you see in both of them?
Well, the compete level's through the roof, and they both want to do anything to score. Brady's probably a little more violent. In saying that, Matthew last week was pretty violent himself. So, Brady's a little bit bigger. But both kids are good around the net. Both kids bring emotion to the game, and certainly that comes from the old man. The old man played hard. He could fight. He could score. He touched. He kind of touched all the bags. And both kids certainly, it's a chip off the old block.
That's one other thing. You got any update on Andrews Nilsson?
No, he's he's continuing to go through what rehab that he does here, but at this point he's not ready to return. Hopefully this week off will give him some more time, and hopefully we can get him back skating. It's a big hole. He played some real good hockey for us, but we wouldn't have had a look at Hoggy if he didn't go out. And Hoggy's played real well. He get another chance at it here today, and he's certainly shown us that I think he can be an NHL goalie. He has to keep proving that.
What do you need to do to stop that streak, that bad streak you had?
Certainly you have to find a way to score some goals, but we have to defend better. And I think in those, I think we had 4 or 5 overtimes in this stretch where one shot could go the other way, and only a few when we were really banged up did some teams put it to us. I thought Washington put it to us, and a couple of teams put it. Other than that, we stay in the game with everybody. We're going to need a real good defensive effort. We're going to have to hold somebody to 1 or better. And, you want to win in this league, that's what you have to do. You have to, if you score 2, you got to keep it to 1. So we're going to have to play real tight defensively today. There's some challenges, but I like our group, and we'll be ready to go.